On a quiet little street in the town of Willowbrook, all the houses had turned off their lights for the night. The stars above twinkled gently, the moon hung low like a sleepy eye, and the wind whispered lullabies through the trees. Every home was tucked in, resting peacefully, all except one. Inside a cozy blue house with yellow curtains, a boy named Rishi sat wide awake by his window. He had brushed his teeth, hugged his teddy bear 3 times, and even drank warm milk, just like his mom said. But no matter what he did, sleep just wouldn't come. His big brown eyes stared out the window, hoping for something magical to happen. And then it did. From far down the sleepy street came a strange sound. Chug, chug, chug. Beep. Rishi leaned forward, surprised. Rolling toward his house was the most unusual bus he had ever seen. It was big and bouncy and bright blue, with clouds painted on the side. Instead of wheels, it had glowing cushions that barely touched the road, and from its chimney, instead of smoke, came little puffs of glittery mist. There was no driver. On top of the bus, a glowing sign blinked gently in the moonlight. "Bedtime Bus, all dreamers welcome." Rishi rubbed his eyes just to make sure he wasn't imagining things. The bus rolled to a stop in front of his house, right beneath his window. With a soft hiss, the doors opened, and then came a voice soft, kind, and gentle, like the wind through the curtains. "Ticket for one, please. Bedtime adventure awaits." Rishi tiptoed downstairs, his teddy bear in hand, heart beating fast. The world was quiet. Not even the floor creaked. He opened the front door and stepped outside. The bus glowed brighter as he got closer. When he placed one foot on the glowing steps, he felt warmth rush up through him. He smiled. Inside, the bus was like a dream. The seats were soft like marshmallows, gently bouncing up and down. Little pillows sat at every corner. Cups of warm cocoa floated nearby, spinning slowly in the air. The lights on the ceiling were shaped like tiny stars, twinkling above. Children filled the seats, all in their pajamas. Some waved sleepily. One girl was already snoring softly. A friendly owl wearing a conductor's hat floated up beside Rishi and handed him a glowing paper. "Here's your dream ticket," the owl said. "It'll take you to the dreams you need tonight." The ticket sparkled in Rishi's hand. It shifted colors from blue to gold to purple, before finally settling on a shimmering silver. The owl gave a soft hoot and said, "Find your seat, young dreamer. First stop, the floating playground." As Rishi settled into a warm seat, the doors closed with a whisper, and the bus began to rise slowly, smoothly up into the starry sky. Outside the window, the world below grew smaller. Rooftops, trees, and even the clouds drifted beneath them. The bedtime bus was now flying. Soon, they arrived at their first stop. The bus landed gently on a trampoline made entirely of clouds. Rishi stepped out, and what he saw made his mouth drop open. There, floating high in the sky, was a playground in the clouds. Slides made of moonbeams curved in slow loops. Swings hung from stars. A bubble ball pit shimmered in every color of the rainbow. Trees made of cotton candy rustled with sweet lullaby breezes. Children played quietly, laughing softly. One girl climbed a ladder made of glittering stars. A boy bounced on a cloud trampoline and flipped into a puddle of stardust. Rishi joined them, bouncing, swinging, and laughing with joy. Even his teddy bear got a tiny parachute and floated down from a cloud branch. Everything felt light, safe, and dreamy. After a while, a soft bell rang, and the voice of the owl called out gently, "Back on board, sleepy stars! Next stop, Cloud Castle!" Rishi climbed back onto the bus, now a little sleepier, and snuggled into his seat with a sigh. As the bus flew higher, the cocoa floated back to him. He took a sip, warm, sweet, and just right. Outside, a beautiful shape appeared in the clouds. A tall, swirling castle made of mist and light. Its towers turned slowly, sparkling like whipped cream under moonlight. Inside the cloud castle, dream painters worked quietly. They dipped glowing brushes into jars labeled Candy Planets, Dinosaur Adventures, Rainbow Races, Friendship Forests. Rishi was handed a brush by a gentle creature with starlight eyes. "Paint your dream," it said kindly. He dipped his brush into a jar labeled Friendship Forest and painted a giant tree with a treehouse full of giggling animals and swinging vines. The walls shimmered, and the painting came to life. The owl conductor smiled. "That one's going into your dreams tonight." After the cloud castle, the bus gently floated down toward a sweet-smelling valley. It was full of purple vines and glowing fruits. "Welcome to Snoreberry Fields," the owl announced. The children stepped off into the soft grass. Rishi picked a shiny snoreberry and popped it into his mouth. Suddenly, his imagination burst with giggles. He saw a kangaroo in pajamas tap dancing, a lion painting its claws, a penguin reading upside down. It was the silliest, dreamiest place he'd ever been. Laughter floated through the air like bubbles. "Laughter helps the heart sleep deeper," the owl whispered. They boarded again, eyes growing heavier. The bus entered a quiet, starry tunnel lined with glowing stars. The tunnel whispered soft words. "You are safe. You are brave. You are kind. You are loved." Rishi listened. His heart felt full. His body felt light. The tunnel gave way to a forest full of giant nests. "Nap nests," the owl said. Each nest was soft and feathery. Tiny birds flew gently around, humming sleepy songs. Rishi curled up in a nest, the owl tucking him in with a blanket of moonlight. "Rest now. Dream as long as you like." And so he did. He dreamed of the floating playground, the cloud castle, and the animals in his treehouse. Everything felt warm, magical, and peaceful. When he woke, the bus had moved again. Outside, purple clouds swirled, yawning loudly. It was the storm of yawns. The sky yawned. Yeah. Rain fell not water, but glowing drops of sleepy dust. The trees bent. The stars twinkled sleepily. The entire bus yawned. So did Rishi. So did Teddy. So did the owl. Soon, the golden bell at the front of the bus rang once. Ding! It was the signal. The ride was almost over. The owl conductor stood at the front, wings folded neatly, hat tilted just right. "Dear dreamers, thank you for riding the bedtime bus," he said softly. "You're more rested, more peaceful, and more magical than when you boarded. And that's the power of a good dream." The bus floated back down to earth, past sleepy birds and blinking stars. It stopped quietly in front of Rishi's blue house. The doors opened. Rishi stepped down gently, his teddy still in hand. A tiny bus badge had appeared on the bear's chest. The owl gave him a small bow. "Same time tomorrow if you're still a dreamer." Rishi nodded. "I'll be waiting." He walked back to his bed. The night was quiet. The stars were still. As he pulled his blanket over himself, he found something under his pillow. It was his dream ticket, now faded, but still glowing softly. He held it close, closed his eyes, and whispered one last time, "Thank you, bedtime bus." And far above, high in the sky, a soft blue bus hummed through the clouds, floating toward its next dreamer. Maybe tonight it will come for you.